Architecture is really in the eye of the beholder. I think that to me explains the different periods of architecture we have, of what we think is beautiful. I grew up in the UK with an interest in theatre through my father, who was a stage manager in a theatre in Edinburgh in Scotland. That married together with a passion about photography to bring me into the spot where I started doing a lot of theatre photography. In the 1950s, when television was dominating and the theatres were having to think of new ideas, a lot of them were turning to screening movies. They covered everything with plaster or sheet metal or drywall. Here we are now, 50 years after that, removing all that drywall and discovering these amazing 1920s theatres whose architecture we now appreciate. The Balboa Theatre is quite similar to many of the 1920s theatres originally built for vaudeville. The two things that struck me about walking the door to the Balboa Theatre is the strong connection with the San Diego roots. The first thing that you see is the ship on the tiled mosaic floor, and that's carried into the main house curtain, which is a recreation of the original house curtain. It's clear that a lot of time, effort and money was put in the restoration to create this unique house curtain that you'll not see in any other theatre because of the decoration being so linked to San Diego. Totally unique in this theatre is the fact that it's got two waterfalls. Walk in the door and you can hear the sound of running water. Now imagine being a child in the 1920s, the late 1920s, early 30s, and you go to this amazing opulent theatre that's got all this inspiring architecture, and then you walk in the door and there's two waterfalls with running water coming down. Inside, you'll not see waterfalls in any other theatre in the United States.